Hey, so Lawdog and I played a couple games today, and this is one of them. I'm going to show the last two that we did because they were kind of the most fun, and I thought that, well, I did a little bit better than usual. So here I am. I'm playing the Persians, and here is Lawdog, and he's playing his favorite civilization, the Spanish. So if we take a look at each other's maps here, Lawdog has his gold in the front, another 4-pit in the front, his berries to the side, but he's got his stone in the back. And it's not too open, it's very wallable. It's not too bad on that part. And if we go to my map, gold in the back, nice placement. We have the boars on the side, berries near the front, another 4-pit in the front, and the stone in the back. Honestly, there's some good walling opportunities here too. I said we both have pretty good maps here. So if we take a look at Lawdog, let's take a look from his perspective here. So he's got 6 villagers out. He's going to the wood to go put down his lumber camp where he'll be putting the next villagers that come out of his TC. Lawdog just discovering the next 2 sheep. I believe he has all of them now. If we take a look, yeah, he has all of them now. And after this villager, he will go and pull the boar, more than likely. If we take a look here, I still am missing these ones. I'm about to discover these ones. And I am putting down my lumber camp currently. And I have 3 out on it also. Boar moving around the sheep. Moving the sheep into my TC so that I'm getting a constant stream of food. The score is shifting back and forth between both of us. I feel like early game is actually not too bad for me. I mean, all you do really is you follow the build orders. Going for my first boar lure here. Loom isn't in, but this villager should be fine. We'll take a few hits. Its damage will go down. Villager's going front to go put down a house so I don't get housed. Something I've been really trying to work on. Villagers made it into the TC area. Villager garrisoned. It's safe. Some quick micro there. Not going to say too quick. It wasn't the best. But no villagers died. Lawdog's pulling in his first boar lure. Good placement. Good timing, too. No waste on that sheep there. Doing manual drop-off so he can keep his production going. I'm putting down my mill now on the berries. I don't believe Lawdog has done that yet. No, Lawdog will be doing that next. Score bounces back once again in my favor. If I take a look how many villagers I have eating, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. So I have 1 too many right now. I like to have 8. As Stark's build order is the one that I typically try to follow for scout rushes. His series on YouTube, if you haven't seen it, is very informative. From your scout rush, to a trush, to a drush, to a man-at-arms rush, to a fast castle. He's done a whole series for anyone, and if you really want to up your gameplay, that'll help quite a bit. I was trying... That was bad. That was unintentional. I wasn't trying to slow down the boar. I wasn't trying to do anything, but that was close. We took the health. Oh! Oh my goodness, that villager got lucky. I remember panicking at this moment. I have 3 idols because I was really freaking out at that moment. I thought I was going to lose a villager. And that would be embarrassing. Lawdog pushed in a deer. And he's done his boars. He has 3 sheep left. Oh no, he didn't get his second boar. So his second boar is coming in now at 6:30. Take a look at my base again. I have 19 villagers in, I'm not going to get housed. Oh, it's going to be close. And I am going to get housed because I didn't queue up a villager. So a little bit of idle time for that TC, but not too much. 20 villagers out for me. If you look at Lawdog's perspective, he also has 20 with 82 food. And I have 118 food. So a little bit ahead in that respect. But let's see. He has no loom. And I have no loom currently. So just a little bit ahead. The score shows that also. The food from this boar is going down quick. He'll be able to click up soon. And feudal should be coming in for me relatively soon, clicking up at least, that is. Going down to place a second lumber camp. I have 5 on this one, 2 on this one. Once it's built, I'll put 3 more down there, so I have 5 and 5, 10 in total on wood, 4 on berries, 2 farms, and there will be 5 still consuming the sheep. My scout is in Lawdog's base at the moment. Idle, unfortunately. Quite a few on berries for Lawdog. He has, let's see, from his perspective, it's hard to count. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not good at counting. This is hard. Lawdog just clicking out to feudal. If we take a look from my perspective, I'm halfway there. My scout getting a look at Lawdog's base, trying to figure out what he's doing. He only has 4 on wood currently. He's now sending another 4, it looks like. Up here, I've sent the 3. Oh. Some hits getting in on my scout from his villagers. So here I currently have the 10 on wood, so that when I get up to feudal, I can just constantly produce farms, try and get up to 12, 14, 15 farms, something like that, so I can have a steady stream of villagers or scouts, or military, whatever it is that I really want to put out. So feudal will come in for me right now. Unfortunately, I was a little late to building that barracks, so I pull a couple more off of the berries. They should be dropping the the stable at the moment, but I was a little late to that. Loom coming in for me because I realized at that moment that I hadn't gotten Loom yet. And with a couple villagers being fairly low, I didn't want to risk him coming in and poking at them. Lawdog now putting down a couple farms, it looks like. At least 1 for now, 2 coming in. Still a lot of berries. And feudal just comes in for him. He's going forward and placing a stable down. His barracks is on the side. A lot of potential for walling here. He's already starting that off. And if we look from here, my stable is down, dropping a couple houses and putting a blacksmith. A lot of idle time on these villagers here, but I want to get some walling up quickly. And unfortunately housed, but there it is, getting up. 4 scouts queued up in my stable. Lawdog still getting some scouting in. Lawdog's stable is dropped, so let's take a look from his perspective. 2 scouts are queued up. With the one that he has already, that'll be 3. I don't think he has a blacksmith up, so there will be no upgrades coming in for his scouts as of yet. And there will be from mine, I believe. Unfortunately, like I said, you can't see them yet. Yeah, I have the +2. And Lawdog has the +2. That's right. Scouts get the +2 when you get into feudal, of course. A little bit of a, of a brain fart right there. But that's all right. Scale barding coming in for me at the moment. There'll be a scout initiation here. Just passing through, getting a couple hits off. And he moves back. 4 out for me now, and 3 for him. I don't believe he'll continue to do his scout production after that. Oh, he did. He did lay down a blacksmith, so more upgrades will be coming out for him. Chasing him back to his base. Trying to get some more hits off. Pumping out spearmen from his barracks. Good response time. More scouts coming forward for me here. I don't want to go into his base because I just know he's going to have that spearman there waiting. It's a trap. Oh, that's an interesting placement. Little path there. Strange. Villager still producing. TC never not active in this game. Strange walling here. Scouts are going around the side, trying to see if there's a way in. I see the house walls. Unfortunately, I didn't notice that this was completely open. A lot of villagers that could get hit right there if I just continued moving. 6 scouts out now for him. He has the attack upgrade. I do not. I have the defensive upgrade only. It should be coming in from relatively soon. Sending a spearman forward. Another one almost there. He's going to take down the scout that I left as a watch, it looks like. Or is it going to get away? No, it is going to get away. Spearman forward. Is it? No, it's not going to get a hit off. Unfortunately, I didn't patrol and take a look at his base. Zico's booming up nicely. He's starting to collect stone, sending another spearman forward, and he's walling off the side with some palisades and houses, leaving that deer to unfortunately rot. He's coming around the side. Unfortunately, oh, he got by my scouts, my spears. I wasn't sure how he did that when I was playing this game. I thought that I saw him still down there, and that was pretty frustrating. I'm trying to wall off the side here, and he's going to get in. This is pulling the villager back in time. Hopefully, he's going to get a couple hits off. A lot of idle time now here coming in. Quick wall is successful there. I felt pretty proud of that. Unfortunately, he's going to hit it down. I didn't get it in time. He was nice, though, and he didn't stay. Or he knew that my scouts were coming and my spearmen, and he didn't want to commit to a battle that would take out some numbers, knowing now that I have the attack and armor upgrade, wherein he does not. A lot of damage on these scouts, though. So let's follow this for now. Let's see what happens. There are scouts lagging behind my grouping. I'm going to notice their health as well, and I hit him, almost taking him down. This one getting some hits off, but not enough to take any of them down. But now the health is very similar between the two groups. Walling still going on the side. Spearman there protecting his stone miners. He only has 2 on gold at the moment, but he has 2 nice pits in his base in one screen. 2 nice gold pits there that he can take from. Unfortunately, my scouts aren't being active. They should continue poking, moving around. Just keeping him active. Idols here, too, from his attack. Still a fluster, didn't react quick enough. If we look here, scouts just getting past mine. I did notice them. I should have noticed them. Oh, I didn't notice them. I wasn't paying attention, and unfortunately, this reaction, oh, not good. 1 is going to go down. Almost 2. I'm going to take out his spear, but at the cost of a scout. You know what it is? Actually, I did see him go past, and what it was... No, wasn't it? No, I guess not. I thought that I would have been queuing up. I must not have been paying attention. I didn't see him go past. I did queue up Spearman. I was stalled for a second, and I believe I'm going to decide to commit forward to try and take him back. He is pushing my villagers off of gold. So no gold income is coming in, delaying my castle time. My little army here is still inactive. They're just going to be moving forward now. He did wall off completely. So other than this side, which is just, with my scouts, going to be difficult to answer with. He's pushing. Oh, villagers are going to go down. This is just messy play. Pull them back in time. No, 1 is going down. 2 is going down. Probably 3, because this one is not pulled back in time. Messy play by me. But as I'm always saying, I am not the high-level player. I'm trying to poke myself in here, trying to take down these palisade walls. But they have quite a bit of health. I'm pulling back. Oh, 4 is going to go down. No, is she going to get away? She gets away. Lucky. Quick on her perspective. Wyatt's coming this side now. Sorry, Lawdog. Uh-oh. Called him by his name. That's the danger when you know someone in real life that you play with. Sorry, so you didn't hear that. Lawdog is coming to the side. Protecting the palisades here. Putting down some houses. Oh, I wish I had seen this. 1, 2, 3, 4 scouts go down for Lawdog. Painful. A lot of idols. That's too bad. I really need to work on that. That's why I'm watching these. So I'm watching these because I want to get a lot better at this game. I'm trying to quick wall him in here. I don't want the scout to escape. I want to at least have everything that he has die. So I get a bit more value out of what he did. So he's going to be losing at least another quite a bit of food from that. Still idols. I don't like seeing this. And this isn't completely walled off. You know what? I didn't wall it off properly. He's going to get out. Oh, all that for the quick wall and it nothing. He gets out because I didn't wall this properly. If you look at the side here, I'm not in. I'm just forcing him to continue building houses, trying to keep some idle time on those villagers. Now I knew he got out there. I walled in. It almost looks like there's a hole there, but I made sure. I noticed the idols. Unfortunately, one more idol there too. And I just realized I'm saying unfortunately a lot. Need to work on that. Need to not say that word so often. Villager goes to the side now. He's going to go collect that gold. And so if you haven't seen this, Lawdog is the higher ranked player. He's about a 2200 player on Steam HD. He hasn't made the switch over to Voobly, but he'll probably do that eventually. See where he ranks there. He probably would be higher on the Steam HD, but he plays with me, so it's going to be dragging down his ELO. Castle coming in for Lawdog. Score still in my favor. Take that, Lawdog. It's the little victories. It's those little things that you need to look at to make you happy. It won't be in my favor for long as a castle is dropped near his 7 pet. And he is still pumping out villagers. He is now completely housed with the spears on the side. Taking down his houses there so that he can build a TC, most likely between these two areas. Still trying to get in. I'm frantically racing up to castle. Take a look at my eco. It's enough there for me to click up. In the food, unfortunately, gold is lagging behind. In these instances, it's important maybe to get a market so you can buy your way up. If you're not ready, it's not the best thing. Your eco should be ready so that you can click up around the time that they're going to click up. But in this case, it wasn't. TC is dropped beside the stone so that he'll be collecting that safely and protecting the wood that's there. Conks are now coming up for him. Conquistadors. Strong unit. One of the coolest units in the game. Castle just comes in for me. Loading up on spears. Honestly, at this point... Oh, 3 villagers idle. Who put down that gate. Move. Get a move on. Town center is getting put down here and in the back by the gold. And camels are coming out. I couldn't see what he was doing. I forgot that he was playing the Spanish. I should have looked up. I assumed he was going to be going knights. But of course, that's not the case. That's why I started pumping out camels. Now, camels aren't necessarily the worst reaction. Such a great unit. Super strong unit. Especially with these upgrades that I have on them. But the reaction to conquistadors should be skirmishers or monks, or, I mean, if you can do it, get some mangonels in there, get his clumpings. Maybe not the best mangonels, no, but skirmishers and monks are a really good reaction. He's going to clean up this army of spearmen easily. One hitting them. I see it. I'm trying to distract. I'm trying to come along the side, but it's just not going to happen. I don't have the speed upgrade on my cavalry yet. He gets away. He takes the hill. He's doing a lot of damage, and I'm going to back out. Neither of us really liking that fight. Him knowing he could have won it, but at some casualties for sure. More conquistadors coming forward for him. His scout has very little health. I'm continuing to pump out camels, trying to make the switch to... Honestly, I'm just keeping with camels. There's not enough production buildings here. Only 2 stables pumping out camels, trying to get my eco going. I was really struggling for gold in this matchup, even though my gold pit is in the back. Oh, and he's coming along the side and taking out villagers with his conquistadors over the wood lines. Sneaky, sneaky, taking out... Oh, too many. Too many for my liking. Reaction time, just not good enough there. It needed to be much quicker. Coming out now with the archery ranges. Dropping 2. Oh, and... This is why you patrol. Unfortunately, again, trying to run them down. But it's just not going to get any hits off. Not liking this engagement. Pulling back once again. Maybe I should have stuck... You know, watching this now, I think I should have stuck with the camels. Produced even more. camels and skirmishers maybe would have been a neat combination. Just a little bit too late, really. If we look at here, fletching is coming in, so I'm going to be making the transition. Elite skirmisher upgrades coming. And here comes Lawdog once again with his conquistadors moving forward, trying to harass, trying to poke. Oh, I missed those conks. Looks like they came along the side again and did more damage to the villagers at that TC. I'm deciding to ignore that and go along, trying to get some own hits on my own. Trying to lay down a monastery, but his conquistadors are there. They'll take down a camel. They'll take down these villagers. Oh, wow. Yes, they took down the villagers. Only one. One gets away, but the monastery will be denied. Distracted by this, deciding to go in, deciding not to move back, knowing I won't be able to kill that or even really damage it with the little numbers that I have here. My camels and my scout go in. Bad initiation. Maybe we'll take out, yeah, one conquistador. But that's about it. Conquistador moving to the side now. I deleted the monastery so that I could get my wood back. Didn't allow him to take it down. The palisade will crumble underneath his gunpowder units. Going to pull back. This should have been pulled back much quicker than that. Ugh. It's so painful watching this. But this is how you get better. It's the reason why I really want to start putting these games online, is just because, like I said, I'm a mid-17 player, and I would like to get much better at this game. I've played this game all my life, but it's only recently that I decided I really wanted to try and get better at it. At this point, I knew the game was lost, so I just decided to have a bit more fun, see if I could counter this. I'm deciding to drop a defensive castle on this wood line since he kept hitting it with his conks, and to protect some of the farms. Maybe not the best placement, but that was my mindset when I did it. Coming along the side, he will likely get out. Yeah, look at the damage. Taking down the house with his conks, and he'll get out in no time. My skirmishers are trying to get there, but they won't do enough damage. If we take a look at Lawdog's base, he's booming really nicely. Lots on stone. Villagers are going forward. He has a little grouping of conquistadors here. We'll have to watch them in a second. More villagers, spears, and conks going forward. Lots on stone. That stone pit is almost gone. He's going to have to move on to something else. And he's dropping a forward castle. Not too aggressive. Just to protect that gold pit and to produce conks just a little bit closer to my base. The conks did get out. Getting chased by a little wolf. I said woof for some reason. I meant to say wolf, but let's just call them woofs from now on. He's getting chased by a woof. Villagers going out now to build a couple more lumber camps. We have the skirmishers. We have the camels. My numbers just are not good enough. I am not producing enough. My population is at 80. Lawdog's is at 121. That is a painful reminder of my level. Oh, I need to produce more. If we take a look at my TCs, are they producing? No. No. And no. Nothing is currently producing. And he's coming along the side and he's hitting my houses, my blacksmith. Okay, the archery ranges are producing, but that's just not enough. Everything should be producing here. I know this in theory, but somehow when you're playing, you panic, your mind goes into a mode of fight or flight. You want to store up those resources. Like, I have too much gold right now. Too much gold. I should be doing something with it. Either buying resources I need to do something, or just spending it somehow. And these villagers should be going back out onto the trees since they are safe now. If we take a look at Lawdog's base, he's got a nice amount of conquistadors. He built another forward castle, and he's putting down a siege workshop. He's moved over to this gold. He's collecting it. The stone miners are idle, but at this point he has such an advantage that having a grouping of 10 idle villagers really won't do too much for him. We'll see if he does something with them a little bit later. His conks are going forward into a nice little grouping of skirmishers. One will go down. Oh, but he's one-shotting. They're not doing as much damage as I would have liked. doing a decent amount of damage, but his micro, lots of misses there. He decides to not take that initiation, and he retreats back to the safety of his castle. Not completely, but a little bit. Still open here. I should send someone to plug that hole in a bit. Idle villager who was sent to go build that farm, but for some reason didn't. And Mangonel's coming out for him now. A monastery, 2 siege workshops. Everything is just in his favor right now. He's 2,000 points ahead of me. I'm dropping 2 siege workshops, hoping that it can get rid of his clumping, and knowing, likely, that he's going to have some mangonels to accommodate his conquistador raids. Still the idols near the monastery, and still the idols. Oh, he just decided to do something with them. Let's watch. He's putting them on... Oh, he's putting down a mill, and he's going to put farms down. He's going to continue collecting more food. Let's take a look at his resources. A lot of gold, a lot of wood, a lot of food. Things are looking very good for him. Population of... Let's just round it up. 150. Where my population is 100. So I have begun to produce more. 2 TCs active, both archery ranges active, both of my my siege workshops are active. So at least we have the pikeman upgrade coming in. So at least I learned my lesson midway through the game, kind of, because the TCs are once again idle, not good, and I'm housed. We have another barracks coming forward for me. I was wanting to put down some trash with my siege, and oh, big hit. 4 villagers are going to go down, not reacting in time. Another 2, 6 in total, and that hurts. I don't know what I did here. Misclick. Accidentally took out that poor deer. Misclicked again for some reason and took down both of them. Oh well. It is what it is. And this is, I remember this initiation. This was a bad initiation on my part. The value was in my favor, but it's just this choke point with his conks and his mangonels. These should have come down here more. I should have played with this a bit more. He's going to take out one of my mangonels, get some damage on my skirmishers. I'm moving the skirmishers forward. He's going to take down a few. Ugh. Taking down one there. He's going to take down my other mangonel. 2 for him, 1 for me. Moving forward. And none left. He has 1. 2 mangonels have gone down for him. Another mangonel forward for him. I'm going to pull these back. Doing a nice little split in anticipation of the shot. Trying to take down this mangonel. Eventually the town center will actually take it down. Skirmishers weren't responsible for that one. Another mangonel coming up for me. Pikeman upgrade is in. Skirmishers still trying to come out. But I knew the game was over at this point. It was over a while ago. I knew it was over a long while ago. I knew it was over when him and I started playing the game. I have never beaten Lawdog at this game. I don't recall. I've beaten him at AoE 1 a couple times with scout rushes, but that was when we were much younger. That doesn't really count. I did end up walling this. And his eco is just so strong. Let's take a look at... I have a population of 102. Oh, he has a population of 156. And I'm in the castle. This is just... Imp is halfway up for me. But there is nothing I can do. Population of 107. That's something I really need to pay attention to. Am I constantly producing? And if you're not, you're making a mistake. You want stuff constantly queued up, stuff constantly building out. You don't want your goal to be sitting at 2100. That's just... I know these things, but for some reason, I don't pay attention. Mangonel hit on the Treb. It won't go down. His conks will one-hit that Mangonel. Spearman. Bad pathfinding or bad clicking from my part. Trebuchets taking down the town center. Skirmishers, nothing they can really do at this point. A couple conks are going down. The damage is pretty good that they're dealing actually to the conks, but the conks are just so fast. Getting out of there really quickly. Genitours would be much nicer with the speed. Mangonel's going forward, getting a couple hits off. 2 skirmishers going down. 1 more goes down from the conks. 2, 3. Oh, it's just a bloody mess. It's a bloody mess. Imp is in for me, but it will not do any good. I've stopped producing. My population's back down to 100, and it will just continue to drop. Cavaliers are in my base now. They're going to be raiding, and I call the GG. And that is the end of the game between Lawdog and myself. There it goes. So, I like rewatching these games because I see everything that I did wrong. And honestly, if you're trying to get better at this game, watch your replays and watch the professionals. And notice what it is that you're doing that's different than what they're doing, and don't do that. Excuse me. So here, the big issue that I'm noticing this time was that I just wasn't producing enough. Not even close to enough. So yeah, that was the first game. I'm going to do another one too. And yeah, cheers.